Will the Vikings end up regretting going all in on Kirk Cousins?
I wouldn't say regret, but I definitely think they're disappointed in, I guess, what they were trying to achieve. I mean, ultimately you went all in on the quarterback, and you really didn't do too much with him. I mean, I think he had one. I could be wrong here, but he had one winning record. What was it? He went 10-5 with the Vikings. Was that
10,
the
10 and
10-5? And I
6.
think they went not 10-5, 10-6, and then 9-7. I think that was the other one. But I mean, the crazy thing is, as long as he's been in the league, bro, his numbers been the same. He dropping 3-4 thousand yards a game. I mean, 3-4 thousand yards a year. He throwing what 25, 26, 27 touchdowns. 11, 10, 11 picks a year, and I mean, but I guess at the end of the day, bro, he not winning the games he's supposed to win. And I think that's what you Maul used to tell me that all the time. Martell used to tell me that all the time. Like, at the end of the day, he's not winning the games he's supposed to win. He losing against bad teams. And I think that's where the Vikings thought that they would be able to change it with him coming over to this team. So ultimately, I do think they are disappointed in going all in. Hopefully he can make something up this year, but I just don't know why Kirk just can't get it together, bro. His numbers always look nice. I mean, he got a bomb team. Yeah, 15. What? Judy. What's the boy named Judy Jefferson? Justin Jefferson. What's his name?
Boy, you just became
Justin
an old. You
Jefferson.
just
I
became an
definitely,
old
what's
man, bro.
crazy?
I'm about
You
to
an old
say,
head, bro.
I definitely
Old
just gave
head.
him. I
bro,
definitely just gave him
what you
slim name from
became?
the Broncos just now. I'm tripping.
Old
You
head. Rick.
Jay
What's that boy
Jettis.
name?
But nah,
Judy.
like 14, 1500 last year, bro. Like Dalvin Cook dropped what
Yeah,
Oh
1400
dog.
last year
man.
rushing, bro. I mean, Thielen had I don't know what 900 yards or something like that, bro. And I mean, they still didn't get it done. And
Their
I don't.
defense not good though. It ain't just all Kirk.
I mean, it's definitely not all Kirk, but I mean, if they have a better defense, does Kirk finally what have better games all of a sudden? I mean, yeah, I guess I see it, but I mean, I guess we'll see this year. I'm assuming they're going to be going all in on their defense because their offense, I feel like, is set. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball.
So
You know that. So I don't. I ultimately think they are going to be. I wouldn't say regret, but I definitely think they're disappointed in what they've got so far. They
so
haven't
just
gotten no return on their investment.
that is an excellent way to close out. Just haven't gotten a return on their investment. So 2018, the first year that he came in, 8-7-1 record.
Judy
Uh,
Jefferson.
his offense was 20th overall, but their defense was top 10 and in points and yards. So he did have one top 10 defense. His second
Mhm.
year they went 10-6. That was the playoff year. Um, they had a top 16 offense and a top 15 defense. So they were kind of um, consistently uh, functional on both sides of the ball. Like they were productive. And then
Yes.
last year, 7-9, top 10 offense, and then terrible defense, 27th in yards and 29th in points. So that's
Yeah.
that's
He,
where
he
you're
need
at
he
with
need
Kirk.
the 95 Bears defense, yo. That's
But
probably what he need.
before we skip this one, what's success for the Vikings though? Every team doesn't have the same expectations going into the season. Like I feel
Well,
like they're a middle road pack team every year. Like what more could they be?
I mean, ultimately, as a coach, I mean, Nick, if you was the coach of the Vikings, what would your goals be? I mean, ultimately, everybody has the end goal, right? Everybody wants to make the bowl. I mean, the Jets are not talking about we're about to go to the bowl next year, like they're not doing that. But
Bro, at the end of the day, bro,
They looking at
they they
playoffs,
they
bro.
brought they brought Kirk in there to win the Super Bowl, right?
absolutely,
Because they made the NFC Championship game with Keenum. The next year they went and got Kirk Cousins. If they're not getting further than the point they were just at,
yeah,
then
they're
the
gonna be
answer
upset.
is you have not done anything for me.
Absolutely,
Let alone not even making the playoffs last year. So
can't say shit them around them. So you know,
But hey, can we mute that? I don't know who that is talking. But
it's gotta be.
probably Nick then. But yeah, so I get it, and I think when we talk about the Vikings to answer Nick's question, I success to them is literally kind of what Ryan said. I don't want to waste my time repeating that because I mean obviously Ryan said it as best as we could, but at the same time, if you think about it, When you pay a guy guaranteed money, fully guaranteed money, a contract in which has never been done in the NFL before, like what else do you expect? Like you expecting that person to take you over the top. It is just a business at the end of the day. But at the
Correct.
same time, when you are in a position where you're forced to win, and you can't do it, and on top of that, your very first year, you're in a win or in. I mean, you're win and in situation, and you like fold big time against the Bears. Like that's a problem. So that's been the story throughout his entire career, and that's still the story. That's still the story now. So I kind of feel like that's just gonna be the makeup of his career, bro. Success all stems on making it to the playoffs each year, and they only did it one time out of the 3 years of his initial. He got an extension, so his initial contract, he wasn't able to do that.